Hello, I am back. I'm back in Canada. I was away for a year, and coming back home, it was kind of a bit of an adjustment. I started working a new job, started getting really busy with my album and with my own music in general. I will be back to posting more regularly. Something I want to talk about a little bit more on the channel is just songwriting in general and my thoughts on music and the music business, the state of music today. I think that that's something I can help a lot of people with, and I think I've got some interesting thoughts on the subject. Yeah, I've been writing music consistently for like a good 15 years now, and I think there's some stuff I can help maybe someone that's just starting out or someone that needs a new view of looking at songwriting. And at the same time, I decided to kind of reboot my newsletter and take that a little bit more seriously. Yeah, if you're interested in hearing more about this, I encourage you to sign up to my newsletter. It's going to be the first link in the description below. I'm just going to go ahead and talk about the first newsletter that I wrote, which is how to get unstuck with your lyrics when you don't really know what to do with a particular song. So actually I've had this very cool riff in my arsenal for a couple months. It's kind of like a blues rock song. It goes like this. So I've been playing around with this riff for like 2-3 months now. It's cool, it's different from what I do usually. I haven't done like a blues song in a while, and I think it sounds pretty rad. But I can't find any lyrics to fit this damn song. And it's been eating away at me. The majority of my songwriting kind of goes like this. Got this cool riff, and then I try some lyrics. I tried to write about, a couple different subjects. It didn't work. And then last week I started writing about how robots might take over the world. And then they're kind of like talking amongst each other and saying how inefficient we are as humans. And then I felt like I had somewhat of a trail. The reason I knew to finish the story is because it was like interesting and I wanted to finish the story. I had an inkling of something that might be interesting to fit. It's not the sort of subject I would usually pair with a song like this. It's kind of like a feel-good, pump me up song. Lyrics are something that I have to work on every week, every couple days for it to be maintained. I look at it like a muscle. I go to the gym to maintain my fitness. I write every week to maintain my lyrics, to maintain my songwriting ability, basically. I think I'm a musician first and a writer, like lyricist second. So it's really hard sometimes to like get a point across or to get an interesting story out, because it's not really my forte. It's also not what I hear in a song. Firstly, when I hear a song that I like, I listen to the music and the lyrics are like the last thing I hear. But I know it's not that way for everyone. Like some people really care about lyrics. So it's important to give them attention. A very cool tool that started to help me out quite a bit starting last July is a random word generator. So it's just a website where they kind of give you a new word every time you refresh the button. I was actually able to write a whole song from the word iceberg last summer, and that song made it onto my band's album that's about to come out. So it's a very cool way to sort of get out of a rut. You get a word and you force yourself to write about that. It doesn't have to start with like a song form, but you could just write like a paragraph about this specific word or like a story about this specific word. And maybe something in this story or paragraph or article or whatever you've been writing will turn into a song, which is what happened with my song. Most of my songwriting looks like this. I try something, it doesn't work, I let it sit. I try something else, it doesn't work, I let it sit. And then eventually something opens up. So I guess my number one tip is to try to write something every week. And if you've got a song that's difficult, that's giving you like problems, you should let it sit, but you should work on it, like consistently try to work on it and try to fix this problem. Like I said, songwriting, it's a muscle. You just have to maintain it. If you thought that this was cool and you want to have more songwriting tips, check out my newsletter. It's going to be the first link in the description below. I'm going to be writing something about songwriting or music or anything around this subject once a week, once every 2 weeks. So yeah, if you're interested in learning more about this or more about this subject, go ahead and sign up, and I'll see you in a week or two.